Following Josh Duggar's arrest and the heinous details of the charges against him, he's preparing for trial. In fact, he has probably been preparing for this since his computer was first searched by authorities in 2019. Now Josh has retained the services of a legal team, and they are affirming that they're taking an aggressive strategy to defend their despicable client. Josh Duggar's arrest a few weeks ago has sent Duggar fans on an unpleasant trip down memory lane. Who among us can forget his multiple disgust and disturbing scandals? Actually, a surprising number of people tried to wish them all away, only to once again be reminded of Josh's true nature. Josh molested 5 young girls when he was a teenager, including 4 of his own sisters. The Ashley Madison hack exposed Josh's account on the site, a dating site dedicated to adultery. Josh was also sued for sexual battery. Whether in his teens or well into fatherhood, Josh is who he is. Josh's cheating scandal and his 2015 porn scandal, though regular porn is not a scandal for normal society, resulted in him being sent to rehab. Just like his treatment as a teenager, it was an unqualified faith-based treatment, and obviously it did nothing to help. For years, the Duggars and TLC were slowly boiling the frog. Jim, Bob and Michelle edged their way back into the public sphere of reality television, inch by inch, and Josh was starting to crop up with increasing frequency on social media. Then, in 2019, a Homeland Security raid had many fans assuming the worst. After all, unless the horrifying cult to which the Duggars belonged was being shut down, the logical thought was that Josh had done something. However, many speculated that it must simply be some sort of financial crime, maybe a complicated business thing. Josh was not arrested, however, until late last month. Then the charges were revealed. He was accused of downloading and possessing child pornography. The specifics shared as testimony in court were bone-chilling. Josh is accused of possessing video and dozens of photos of extremely young girls being sexually abused. The ages of the girls whose lives were being ruined on camera was said to be between 5 and 10 years. That all is abominable, but legally speaking, one is considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So with that in mind, the court was inclined to release Josh on bond under certain strict conditions. Josh cannot be around any children or minors, including his nieces and nephews, with one exception. For some reason, Josh has unlimited access to his own children, provided that he is supervised. Anna has already seen to it that Josh has access to his kids, bringing them to see him. Josh has to wear an ankle monitor and may only leave his current residence for approved reasons, like work or attending church. He is not permitted to access the internet. He is staying with a Duggar family friend who had a spare room and volunteered to house Josh before and during his trial. Josh has hired defense attorneys to defend him at trial. His legal team consists of Justin Gelfand, Greg Payne and Travis W. Story. His trial is scheduled to begin in July of this year. According to a statement released by Josh's attorneys, they're not looking for a plea deal. That much seemed clear when Josh entered a plea of not guilty following his arrest. Instead, they will be taking on an aggressive defense of their client. Josh Duggar has been charged in a 2-count indictment, noted Josh's attorneys. He was pleaded not guilty to both charges, and we intend to defend this case aggressively and thoroughly. In this country, no one can stop prosecutors from charging a crime, but when you're accused, you can fight back in the courtroom, and that is exactly what Josh intends to do. The pre-trial hearing on Josh's case is scheduled for July 1st. The trial itself is set to begin on July 6th. This will be a serious case, and unlike in the past, Jim Bob's influence and the fundamentalist cult cannot cover for Josh. If convicted, Josh could face up to 40 years in prison. Additionally, he could be looking at a hefty 6-figure fine. All of that is nothing, however, compared to the ruined lives of children.
That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.